Thanks for your support as a channel member, Andrew Coates. You lot think I'm bad for not knowing which one of my goalkeepers is the best one and constantly swapping them over? Well, you should meet my director of football, who's already signed one youth goalkeeper from the Premier League on loan despite us not being able to afford him. And he's now trying to sign another youth goalkeeper from the Premier League on loan despite us not being able to afford him. Turns out he doesn't rate either of them. Hello folks and welcome to part 12 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we are at home to both Hartlepool and Chesterfield, not at the same time, one after the other, in the National League. Since you were last with me, this is what's been going on. It's apparent that we are quite good at home, not so good away, although we did manage to beat Woking away from home. But we do find ourselves at the end of August, early September time, up in the playoff spots in the National League, 7th place, 12 points on the board, already quite a long way behind Sutton, who are extending an early lead. But to be honest, in my head, I'd be happy with not getting relegated this year. The board are looking for mid-table. The media are expecting playoffs, but the media are crazy. I did mention there's been some transfer business going on as well. Firstly, this guy has come in. James Hoskins has been signed on loan until the end of the season by my director of football. We're paying him £550 a week, which puts us even further over our wage budget than we already were, which is mad. I mean, he's a good keeper. He's better than what we've got. So, great. I'll take that. The madder thing, though, is that he's also trying to now sign another one. Arthur Okonkwo, he's putting an offer for him from Barnsley to also coming on loan until the end of the season. I don't know why we need both. The message I'm getting loud and clear from my director of football is that he doesn't like either of the keepers I picked myself. I think I am going to break the habit of a lifetime, though, and cancel this one because we don't need 4 goalkeepers. So let's cancel that offer, get into a football match, and this is the team that is going to be facing Hartlepool up first. But before that, if you are enjoying the series so far, make sure you pop a like on the video. You thought you got away without me saying it today, didn't you? 2,000 likes again, please. The support in the series so far has been so awesome. I would hate to let those likes slip. And thank you to everyone who's the 2,000, 3,000 people who are sat there liking the videos every day. That's why the series is doing so well so far. So thank you. Please keep it up. But we are going with this team for the Hartlepool match. And as you can see, I am taking a stand against my director of football. And we're playing Watkins in goal. To be fair, it's because Hoskins needs to get some match fitness. We'll play him in a few games for the under-23s first. Poor old Flat, not even on the bench now, though. So we're going with Watkins in goal. A back three of Smith, Odemeo, Bernard, Fleming and Clark as our wing-backs, Payne and Davies in midfield, with McAneff behind Fellaini and Marriott up front. Marriott has been struggling a little bit to adjust to life in the higher division. I mean, I say that. I've only started him twice, and he's had 5 substitute appearances, and he's scored 3 goals. So actually, he's doing all right. Fellaini's having a decent start to the season as well. He's scored less goals and started every game. So clearly, I've become biased against our star player for last season for no reason at all. Charlie Kelman, 7 games, 5 starts, 2 substitute appearances, hasn't scored a goal yet. It's clear who our 2 strikers should be. Kelman's away on international duty today, though, so you won't have to watch him. I mean, my frustration with him is he always looks good. We saw it in the last episode. He looks so dangerous all the time, but he just misses everything. So I need to stop judging him on how good he looks in matches, because he does seem to terrify defences, and we are doing well as a team. So it could be that he is, by terrorising defences, creating a lot of opportunities for those around him. Both our wing-backs are weighing in with goals, so there's space being created for them, but it seems mad to drop a 30-goal-a-season striker to play an untried youngster just to try and get your wing-backs to score a bit more often. So I think we'll give Adam Marriott a little run in the team for the time being. I mean, like I say, he has to play today because Kelman's wearing international duty, so hopefully Marriott clutches at the opportunity with both hands. I think my frustration with Marriott is the games he's played well in this year, the games where he's come off the bench, the couple of games that he's started, he's not been a threat at all, and it's like he's not even there. And then Kelman comes on and immediately looks dangerous, even though he's not scoring. So it is difficult working out who my strike partnership is. You've also got to factor in as well that Marriott is the penalty taker. So One of those 3 goals that he's scored has been from the penalty spot. So he's not scoring hugely prolifically. None of them are. And as you can see, like I said before, MARRIOTT starts a game and nothing is happening. At least when Kelman's on there, we get 2 or 3 highlights of him charging around, making a nuisance of himself, getting in behind defenders, and then nothing really coming of it. I don't know what's better. Him doing stuff worthy of a highlight that doesn't lead to a goal, or MARRIOTT just not even earning a highlight. Clark and Davis combining down this right-hand side to try and create something. Payne trying to play it over to Freeman on the left, but it can't get past the Hartlepool defender, and now they're looking for a little bit of a counter-attack. I apologise again today for if my voice sounds a little bit croaky, or if you can hear me taking the odd big breath here and there. I've still got the cold that I was talking about earlier in the week. I'm not going to talk about it throughout the episode again, just mentioning that's why there's a little bit of going on, because my nose is completely blocked and I can't breathe. I can't talk for long periods of time without needing to gasp for a breath, which makes commentating on a football match challenging. We're 1-0 down, which is a long way from ideal. Watkins, we're not going to blame him for that. We're not going to immediately change the keeper, despite the fact that good old Rob, the director of football, seems to he's insisting that we bring in a new keeper. But we ignored his instructions last year when he was trying to get me to use the diamond. We'll ignore him this year. Luke James. I mean, as a posh fan, and having seen Luke James spend an entire season never scoring a goal because he's one of the worst strikers in history. That was worrying to see him getting behind. Fellaini, though, has got his 3rd goal of the season. It's the old MARRIOTT goal from last year, the set piece from Payne, this time headed in by Fellaini, he's bigger and better in the air than MARRIOTT. So I have no issue with us now aiming these set pieces at him rather than MARRIOTT. But it is going to be a selection of goals that MARRIOTT was scoring last year that he's no longer going to get the opportunity to tuck away. So 1-1 then, just before half-time. We have dominated possession and shots. They've had 1 shot on target and scored it. Clearly, when a goal is disallowed, it doesn't count as a shot on target, which I didn't know. I thought it would. But I guess it doesn't, because the players officially stopped before, I guess, even though it hasn't. Is that how it works? Let's get into the second half, though, and hopefully see something from Adam MARRIOTT. We've got Kennedy sat down there on the bench, who, if you can't remember who Kennedy is, he's the striker that I brought in on a free last season, just before Rob brought in the two youngsters on loan. He seems to have a habit for it. Fleming with a lovely header. Clark to Fleming. 3rd time this season that goal has happened. It's awesome. But yeah, whenever I try and fix a position, Rob has a little look at what I've done and then says, no, look, this is how you do it properly. He's done it with striker and goalkeeper now. But Fleming is a left back that I found on loan, a loan that I did myself. That's why we're paying him so much. But to be fair, he's repaying us with some excellent performances. And as you can see, another goal. So 2-1 to us. Davis has picked up a knock in midfield. A potential knee injury. Connor Parsons can come on for him. We do have the luxury this year of having substitutions like that we can make. Connor Parsons is more than good enough to be a part of this team, so I've got no issue at all with having to bring him on. I am a little bit worried that Davies was just an immediate full-on injury, though. I think that might be the first time at Kings Lynn in the entire save so far we've had a player just injured and have to go off. We've had players who've picked up knocks, but a full-on red injury, that's new. I don't care for it. Right, we are going to bring on Mikhail Kennedy and have a look at him. Finally, it's our first look at him since bringing him in like March, just before Kelman and Fellaini arrived. But it might be that I was right all along and he's going to be a superstar for us. So we'll have a little look at him alongside Fellaini, because once again, MARRIOTT started a match and the only time I've said his name was in explaining that when he starts matches, he doesn't do anything. Final change, Smith is tiring a little bit, so we'll bring Fryatt on for him. Again, a substitution that I'm quite happy to make. Fryatt's our all-time record appearance holder, so having him come on at this stage of the match just to shore things up. We've got a lot of luxury this season, a lot of spare players, strength in depth. Have they got Gareth Bale playing for them? That would be that would be troubling. Although, to be fair, if we're beating them with Bale in their side, then that shows just how good we are. But they're trying to get an attack together here. Payne intercepts Parsons, slotting it forward to Kennedy. It all looks a little bit disjointed at the moment, as we've got a lot of players there who've probably never played together before. But Fleming's in again. But this time, it's just over from Fleming, probably because it wasn't an assist from Clark on the other side. The two of them liking to work together. The fact we've got 6 minutes of added time worries me, because the only thing I've seen that could be added for is the injury to Davis, which suggests it might have been quite a bad one if there's been loads of time added on. I hope it's not, because he's been an awesome player for us so far. Kennedy with the big deep cross, looking for Fellaini. Fellaini passes it back to Bernard, to Payne, to Fellaini again. There's been a lot of people in the comments saying it should be Falami, like salami. It's Fellaini now, and it always will be. Yeah, I can't change at this point. This is the problem with recording the videos a couple of days in advance, but I'm trying to get as many videos banked as possible, just in case my throat gets worse and I end up losing my voice, which happened around this time last year. It started out with a blocked nose, became a cough, and then ended up with me losing my voice for like 3 days. And because of that, I'm trying to stack up as many videos as I can, so if the voice does disappear on me, I don't have to miss any days of content. So apologies again for the more frequent jump cuts today, while I'm dealing with that stupid nose and throat issue. Oh dear, injury. Oh, okay. 7 to 8 weeks of sprained knee ligaments. It's the worst injury we've had in the save so far, but could have been a lot worse. So we're not going to get too stressed out about that. Like I say, we've got cover in all positions now, which is a luxury we didn't have before. And if he's out for 8 weeks, it's only going to take him to, he's going to miss, 7 or 8 games? That's actually quite a lot. Let's go play Chesterfield. Despite spending the whole of the last match criticising him, I am going to start MARRIOTT again. I need to give him a fair crack of the whip. Let's get his match fitness up and then see if he has an impact on these games. Kelman, back from international duty, can just slot back into the bench. We've also brought Parsons in midfield, the substitution we made in the match last time for the injured Davis, which means there's room on the bench for Carter to return to the bench, which, I mean, to be fair, if his parent club were grumpy last year about me not using him in the right position, they'll be even grumpier this year that I'm not really using him at all. He doesn't really fit in. I talked before about strength in depth, and one of the things that's become apparent with this strength in depth is as useful as Carter was last year, the division below, when we had no other options, I don't know that he's necessarily up to the standard of the team this year. But let's keep our good run of form going. Chesterfield are one of the few teams above us in the league at the moment. They're up in 3rd place, 2 points ahead of us. So a win against them today would obviously push us up above them and get us right up there into a promotion hunt, which it's very early to be talking about promotion hunts, especially because we've proven already we're quite good at these home games. It's the away games we struggle. Almost choked on my strepsil there. Blimey. That was the kind of finish we could only dream of. He just got in, one touch, and then hit it really hard. That seems almost unfair. Were all these warehouses around our ground before? Or have they built them? Is that the chairman expanding? He's expecting us to move up into the Football League soon, so we need a load of warehouses. Car parking would be more useful. Fellaini in with the header from the corner. I said in the last match, it's the old Adam MARRIOTT goal. And there it is again. It's the corner from Payne. Fellaini heads it in. We've got a guy who's properly good in the air now. Where's MARRIOTT going to get these goals from anymore? He's just not. And Fellaini runs away in celebration. His 4th goal of the season now. He is definitely becoming the man around these parts. He's the real goal threat. Certainly from these set pieces, he's a big lad who's good in the air. It would be nice if we could get him a partner who fitted into our tiki-taka system a little bit better. But Fellaini with the cross there, looking for Clark. Clark with the effort from the towards the corner of the penalty area. I won't say dead on the corner, because that would be a lie if I said that. But it was a decent effort. Once again, our wing-backs getting very far forward, getting into the action, getting some shots. Fleming now Very deep for him, and that's a terrible pass from Fleming. I do not know what he was even trying to do there. It was like a cross, and obviously our defenders weren't ready for it, because only an idiot would cross across his own penalty area like that. Turns out Fleming's an idiot. Right, we've been the better team here. Stop it, stupid Strepsil. Did I call it a pretzel before? I don't think I did. It's definitely a Strepsil, and I'm experimenting with which is the least annoying noise, the constant gasping for breath or the odd Strepsil hitting my teeth noise, which I hope the microphone's not even picking it up. If it is, I might just scrap this entire episode. Chew the Strepsil, Kev. One moment. It's gone. No more Strepsil noises. I'm sorry. I said I wouldn't talk about this anymore. I'm a broken man. There might not be any episodes for a couple of days. We'll see how this one is when I edit it together. If it's an absolute mess, I might have to have a couple of days off. Adam Marriott's in and scores, and it's his 4th goal of the season. And I said if we give him an opportunity, he'll step up and take it. And goodness me, has he stepped up and taken it? Still not fully match fit, but it's a very tidy finish from Marriott. Puts us 2-1 up against Chesterfield, and as mentioned before, does springboard us above them in the league as things stand. And that, we said it before about the Chesterfield finish. It's nice having someone who just gets an opportunity and hits it hard and scores, and that's exactly what Marriott did. So if we can get Marriott fit, which I don't know why that's proving such a struggle this year, but if we can get him fit and get him back into last year's form, we'll be laughing. And Alfie Payne has just scored the most ridiculous goal you'll ever see. We need to have a good look at the replay of this one, because I don't know how this hasn't gone down as an own goal. I don't understand how goals are allocated here, because this is going wide from Payne, surely. It's going well wide. That might have gone out for a throw, but somehow that goes down as a Payne goal. I've seen stuff that never in a million years would have been recorded as an own goal, go down as own goals before, but that one apparently chalked up to Alfie Payne. I'm not going to argue with it, because it's always nice to see my players get a goal, but that absolutely wasn't his goal. Right, Carter's going to come on for Parsons. We're also going to mix things up a little bit back here. Fleming's going to come off for Kenyon. Just the wing backs do get tired, and especially now we've not got Davis as an option to swap things around at right back. So Clark's going to play a lot of football. We probably need to use Kenyon to stop Fleming from breaking, because we can't our wing backs are so important, we can't risk them getting injured. And we'll bring Fryer on for Bernard for the final substitution. We'll leave Kelman sat down there on the bench to think about what he's done, which is nothing. We've already looked at the fact he's done nothing this season really, other than get called up for international duty. But playing Marriott through to the end of the game, it's all going to help towards getting him that match fitness that I'm hoping, once he is fully match fit, we get last season's Adam Marriott again. Because if we can have last season's Adam Marriott with this season's Falemi, then we're going to have a real good partnership on our hands, and actually might be in with a chance of promotion then. But we've just conceded another goal there, and Watkins might want to have a little word with himself. He realises we've got a Premier League youngster sat on the bench who can play in his position, doesn't he? Just because he's seen off the challenger flat doesn't mean that his position in the squad is completely guaranteed. And Chesterfield coming at us again here, and this is a worry. Should I have changed to a more defensive system when we had the 2-goal lead? Maybe. I'm certainly not going to do it when we've got a 1-goal lead, because that's just asking for trouble. Payne with the free kick, and it's Falemi again, and they've combined in that manner 3 times in this episode now. Set piece from Payne. He just knows to aim at the head of Ben Falemi now, and it works. I mean, it's not necessarily a tiki-taka tactic, but weirdly, the club vision is that they wanted us to play positive, high-tempo passing football, which we're doing all of that with a tiki-taka. They did also want us to make the most of set pieces, which we're doing through the Payne and Falemi link-up as well. So the way we're playing matches is hitting club vision straight between the eyes. And we've conceded another one at the other end. Hopefully that's going to be too little too late. 4-3. It's a very Kev result, and I'm glad we've found our shooting boots at the other end, because if we hadn't, Chesterfield have looked very dangerous today. But I think the fact that, fingers crossed, we have been able to outscore them means we might have got away with being a little bit porous at the back. But I don't know, questions asked about Watkins again. We've picked up the win today, but certainly that last one, I feel like he probably should have saved. But the important thing is we've beaten promotion rivals. Promotion rivals. We're not in a promotion fight. Look at the table, Kev. Yikes. So we will be back tomorrow, if I still have a voice, probably around here somewhere. We'll do another half dozen games or so, then come back for a match or two. We might do something with the FA Cup, depending on who we get and whether it looks interesting. Or maybe we'll wait for the first round for that. But certainly another half dozen or so games, and hopefully we'll still be in the promotion hunt, because if we are, then I might actually start taking it seriously. But if you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Again, 2,000 likes would be amazing if we can get there yet again. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. I'm sorry about the sniffling and the voice, and things will be back to normal soon, hopefully. Good luck editing this one together, Kev. Don't wear headphones. You've got some coughs to edit out. And thank you very much for watching.